Hi darlings, this is Christina, and today we have 6 makeup trends that may dominate 2025. So if you're interested in hearing what these are, just keep watching and let's get into it. Okay, so I actually got this from an article I'm going to show you here, and basically they're saying these are 2025 makeup trends you can just start wearing now, and the funnest thing, color is in. Color is back. I love it. I love shimmer. I love shine. I actually did my makeup according to how I'm feeling about this new particular 2025 launch. I'm here for it. This article was actually constructed by a few different people, from Alexis Androlakis and Christina Bacias, aka the Lipstick Lesbians, and EduardoJimenez, senior makeup artist of Julian Ferrer Restore Salon and Spa in New York City. Also from insights from Pinterest. So let's waste no time. I'm going to talk about not only the trends, but I also want to show you the things you may already have in your collection, similar things, because I definitely was able to find everything from this box for the most part already in my makeup repertoire. So the first thing, 80s inspo. Don't get me started. I'm an 80s baby. Love it. I'm here for it. Jim and the Holographs was actually one of my favorite television shows. I don't know if you remember her. Jim and the Holograms. They were a rock band, and I'll just show you a little clip here. I couldn't get enough. Truly outrageous. I am here for it. So the first thing they showed was the Pat McGrath Huetopian Dream, which I purchased maybe a few years ago. Definitely still love this palette. I actually used it on my sister for her wedding. I used this gorgeous shade here on her eye. It was so pretty. This is definitely a palette if you want to hype up a look, you want to be razzle dazzle. I used to wear this a lot to work and got a lot of compliments on it. And last year in 2024 is more like my subdue moment, so I definitely wasn't wearing as much shimmer and much shine, but I'm so excited that this is coming back. So if you have the Pat McGrath Huetopian Dream or any of the Mothership palettes, I'm pretty sure you got some 80s inspo in your repertoire. Now, this is not one I've talked about because I bought it during the Sephora sale in October and I've been playing a lot with it. I wanted to talk about it when the time was right because this is something that really needs its own dedicated review, and this is the DANESSA MYRICKS Lightwork Palette 4. Okay, so I've already placed it in its own special little packaging, the one that I carry around, I take with me to work. And the cool thing about this palette is that you can create your own little palette. She gives you this packaging of a special little attachable insert or attachable top with a mirror attached, which is so awesome. And you can actually pick out what 6 colors you want to place in these little packages. These shimmers are fantastic. I'm actually wearing this now. So this is the whole Mothership, so you definitely can use quite a bit. There's so many fun colors. If you're talking 80s inspo, I don't know how you get more 80s inspired than this amazing Lightworks palette. Let me just attach this back in here. So many fun, vivid, bright colors, different textures. I believe these are all mostly some type of shimmer shine, so there are no true mattes in here, but it's a gorgeous palette. I will do a dedicated, but if you're looking for another 80s expo that you already have this palette, fantastic. Another 80s inspo palette that I already have in my repertoire, and you may too, is the Chanel Enchanted Night palette. Now I am also using this palette in conjunction with the DANESSA MYRICKS. So I use these 2 shades here. These 2 are definitely one of my favorites, but it's a gorgeous, rich, juicy palette from Chanel. It's one of those palettes that just lays so beautifully on the skin. It's got these beautiful shimmers. If you're talking 80s, this is also another 80s inspo. If you already have in your collection, you don't have to run and buy. Just pull out your palette. This came out in the holiday collection from Chanel, and I love. They also mentioned the Violet FR hue paints, and specifically they put the one Dahlia, which I actually have. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. I have done a dedicated review on Violet FR, and this was one of the colors as an eyeliner. This actually could be an eyeliner, and it can be a actual eyeshadow. So it's a 2-for-1sies. I love Violet FR's line, and this is a gorgeous color. And once again, this is in Reve de Dahlia. This is the Chanel Jardin Imaginaire in the light and berry color. So this here color is very reminiscent of that fuchsia pink color that they kind of have the Kulfi Moment in Blush listed here. If you have this palette already, this is absolutely 80s inspired. I absolutely adore this blush duo. I really do. It comes with a also highlighter that is just also very stunning. So if you want a 80s moment, absolutely, this will give it to you. This is that bright pink, fun cheek, you know. You can absolutely build it. That's what Chanel's good at, making beautiful colors that are easy to blend, that work for all skin types, skin textures. So yes, that's another option for your 80s inspo. On the same vein, I'm going to add this together. These palettes that I mentioned are multi-chromes. The other is multi-dimensional eyeshadow. Definitely have some duochromes here with MCGRATH. I want to say there's a trichrome in here. So for that, I am putting those two together. Number 3, eyeliner revival. I am a huge eyeliner girly. I love eyeliner. I think it just really enhances a look. It just makes everything look a little fancier, a little more glamorous. So the few eyeliners I will talk about, because it's specifically, they are talking mostly liquid eyeliners. So my favorite are the Chanel. This is no surprise. I have loved these forever. I have 2 of the newest colors. We have 516, which is kind of like a cherry color. Okay. And actually, no, I'm so sorry. So this is like an eggplant color. Okay. And then the one I'm wearing today is the one I probably use a lot this last couple months since I purchased it, is in the color 536, and it's definitely like a deep red, rich ox blood kind of look, and this kind of brings us right into number 4. Dark cherry lips, and here we have the beautiful Selena Gomez modeling this for us. And the colors that they kind of gave was one, a lip liner from Selena Gomez, a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, but I can tell you right now, if you have those, perfect. If you don't, I do have a few sticks that I really have love, lip liners rather, actually. I find that the lip liner works better for me when it comes to deeper, richer colors. It just, yeah, for me, it just works so well. Okay, so these 2 lip liners that I like are from Tom Ford and from Makeup by Mario. I did purchase these also during the Sephora sale. I just haven't got a chance to talk about them. First of all, I'm so upset about this packaging. Why is everything come off? This was not a cheap lip liner, but the packaging is atrocious. Okay, the fact that it already is gone. But we're not here to talk about that. We're talking about the color. And I actually love this color. Now, I can't see what it is, so I will of course have all the products that I'm talking about and all the products that I'm wearing listed down below. But it's a beautiful red, rich red, but almost bricky color. Okay, and then we have the Makeup by Mario. I also purchased this during Sephora sale. I was looking for a good chocolate brown. It is superb. I love this particular shade. This is in Spiced Chai, and what I find is if I want to like deepen this color, because on its own this is going to give you that rich red, And what I do is I typically, because I wore it yesterday to a family dinner, and I'll mix it with my Dior 925. This is not a color anymore available, but I will have something linked very similar. But these two colors by themselves make such a beautiful lip. I got a lot of compliments on this color combo, and if you want to deepen it, you can add a deep brown, or you can even do like Pat McGrath's Brown Nouveau, and you could make that a little richer. See, if I add that a little more to here, that's going to give you more of a deep, rich cherry color. So just know those are the colors that you already may have in your collection. Deep cherry lips. Number 5, skinny brows. Now, I did this in junior high. Not eager to repeat because it was not a good look for me, okay? I don't have pictures to show you right now, but it started the process of me losing quite a bit of eyebrows because I never really filled back in, and I have very scarce eyebrows to begin with, so I was not a fan of this particular trend. I myself personally don't foresee myself going to skinny eyebrows. I kind of like what I have going on. I like a little more fullness, but I'm telling you, this is what they're saying. Skinny eyebrows are coming back. This was a fun one, satin skin. So as opposed to our very dewy, very radiant moment in 2024 and in years past, we have wanted really matte skin, you know, very flawless looking, very flat, right? With a lot of powder, with the baking and all that. Now we're going to get a combination of two. Jimenez stated this was like the perfect statement. As for complexion, we're somewhere between velvet and glazed donut. Rather than the look of the moment will be a mix between the two worlds, dewy and matte skin. Natural, glowy skin without excessive shine. And I thought that is kind of perfect. That is the perfect combination. I am here for it. Now, they did list a few of the foundations that you could, and I'll put them on the side here. But the ones that I have here are a couple of things. The Clé de Peau, the Radiant Fluid Foundation in Natural. The nice thing about Clé de Peau, this particular one is going to be radiant. So it's going to give you glow, but it's going to give you a very soft matte filter, okay? So it's going to give you this very beautiful, healthy look that's kind of in that in-between that they're stating, okay? It's not quite glowy, but it's not flat matte either. It's got a beautiful, like they said, satin skin kind of look. The other option is the Chantecaille Future Skin foundation. I wear the shade Hazel, and I just actually refilled this because, surprise, surprise, I actually finished my first bottle that I had purchased initially, but I love this foundation. It is very skin-like, it's very moisturizing, very hydrating looking, but not too much. It looks like skin. So with this, if you want to add a little more dew, you could always add what I'm about to show you now, which is the Forever Skin Glow with Dior. I actually have used this with both Clé de Peau and Chantecaille in all my foundations, and it does give you that nice little mix. You don't put this everywhere to me, okay? You put this in the places you want to glow, and these works fantastically. Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint. Now I have T10. Look, it's so beat up because I actually really loved it. It did not make my favorites, and I think the reason is I bought the wrong shade. I really think I'm T8, and it was good when I first bought it because I had a little bit of a tan. But as my color and skin started to change, this no longer served me. So I stopped using it completely. I didn't like how it looked. I have found a new love for this. I've been using it and mixing it with other things and kind of getting my right tone. But yeah, if I had my right shade, this actually gives a beautiful, like almost filtered look, but it's dewy, hydrating, but not overly dewy. It kind of gives, once again, that glazed donut. It's between glowy and matte. It's got a beautiful dry down, and it lasts pretty well throughout the day. So I'm a big fan of the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin. This is going to be the biggest category because I feel like This is the thing people will like a lot. This is the Christian Dior for skin, and I wear the shade 3N. But this also gives such a beautiful look. Now, I will say you want to hydrate your skin very well. Make sure it's well loved, meaning it's very hydrated, because if you apply it straight to your skin, it can stick a little to the patches in your skin. But if you're nice and hydrated, oh, this gives a beautiful finish. I love to mix it, like I said, in my favorites with the Yeux Beauty. I also think this is the time you could pull out those matte kind of foundations. This is the Prada foundation. It did not make my favorites because I was not a fan of this foundation overall on my skin. I don't feel like it flattered my skin at all. But now that we're doing this mix of glowy, I actually am wearing it today. I mixed it with the Yeux Beauty and I like it so much better. It just gives the right amount of dew. It doesn't cling to weird places in my skin. It's just really lovely this way. So on its own, I don't recommend it, but if you're looking for a combination and you already have this foundation, mix it with one of your dewier skin tints or dewier foundations and it will be fabulous. I think another thing you should think about is also incorporating a good setting powder. For me, nothing is going to beat the Guerlain Pure Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. This is fantastic. It sets beautifully on your skin. It is blurring. It keeps the shine down, the oil down. This makes everything, every foundation, everything better. I'm in love with this and I can't speak more highly about it, but this goes into that mix of skin textures, the mix of skin finishes, because you can put this in the places you don't want to glow and leave the rest glowy, so you have that mix of natural and glowy finishes on your skin. Okay, darling, so those are the 6 makeup trends that may dominate in 2025. So let me know what you guys are thinking. How are you liking these ideas? Do you already have some of these products? Please leave your thoughts and comments down below. I hope you guys have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one.